Namaste people, welcome to Lost and Found. My name is Atul, we have Venkat and Valmiki behind the camera. And today's Lost and Found story is a conversation with a very interesting couple, Sharma Nori and Ratnamala Nori. And they are puppeteers. Puppeteers, yes, you know puppets. Yes, puppeteers. And they're about 80 years of age, both of them. And they've been practicing puppetry for like the last 35-40 years, both of them together. And they were in different professions. They had full-time jobs until they retired, and they practiced puppetry on the side. But now after retirement, it's become their full-time thing. And they've done children's workshops, they've done independent shows, they've performed at puppetry festivals. They've traveled all over with their dolls, with their beautiful, beautiful dolls that they've groomed and designed and dressed and shaped themselves. And they've even done corporate workshops. They say that they also perform at family functions or events and get-togethers and stuff. So let's go in and have a conversation with them. Their studio is under renovation right now, so they've invited us over to their house. So yeah, we'll have a conversation, check out their puppets, and go on this journey with them about how they found puppetry or how puppetry found them, and what's the story like?
I'm so happy to meet you.
So am I. Hi.
Am I on the camera? Yes. I'm delighted.
So yeah, people, this is Miss Ratnamala Nori and that is Mr. Sharma Nori, a couple of puppeteers, literally. And let's ask them. So, ma'am, tell us, how did this thing start? This whole journey with puppets.
Shall I tell you? No, you only tell. Yeah, so it's been a long journey. And
no, but then how did it all start? Because you told us that you were teaching.
So I was teaching in a school, and we had this puppetry festival in Bal Bhavan.
Right.
And so they said, in Hyderabad we don't have any puppeteers, only we are doing small things, so why don't you help us, being an artist?
Okay.
So then I said, I don't know how to make puppets. But being an artist, I know all the molding and all the theory part of it. I can definitely try my hand.
Okay.
So then I started making puppets and looking at books and seeing here, seeing there. And then we had all these puppeteers from all over India. It was a national festival.
Okay.
Big names like Suresh Datta, Dadi Padamji, Meher Contractor, and so many other people. And seeing their work, there was no looking back. And we didn't have many people helping us. So we had to take his help.
Oh.
Yes, he was a good support for us,
Oh.
Yes.
So this is a Muppet, right?
This is a Muppet.
Okay.
Because she has a mouth that moves.
Right. Like she was part of which performance?
So I made her for the story we made on dementia.
Okay.
Lady in the Mirror.
Lady in the Mirror.
So that was a very major production that we did on a major issue to bring about an awareness of Alzheimer's.
Right.
And not many people know about this disease, and many people are suffering from it. So the ARDSI approached us and said, why don't you make a nice story so that we can show it to the public and people come to know what is Alzheimer's all about. So it was a lovely, hilarious story about this old lady who's suffering from Alzheimer's and how, in the family, others are affected by it. And of course, it's a big, long story. Where the grandmother is telling the story to the granddaughter, and we bring alive another story.
Okay, and the aesthetics, ma'am, like these costumes and these accessories and everything. How do you picture them? How do you design them? Like, where do you take your references from? Like from real life, from?
Mostly from real life, and of course there is something called technique. So we have to follow a technique, isn't it? Like if it's a mouth puppet, it has to move. It has to move like this, according to my hands. So the head has to be carved that way. So these mouth puppets have to be made soft because mouth is moving. So they're made of foam and cloth and the material, the dresses and all that. We just like ordinary saris, real Kanjivaram saris, and my granddaughter's dress. So
your actual granddaughter's
actual granddaughter's dress, and we have to keep designing according to the story. Right. Basically, to make the puppet, we have to drawing, modeling, paper cutting, crafting, and hairdressing. That's what I tell the children when I conduct a workshop. Now we're going to become hairdressers. Okay. Now we're going to become makeup artists. When we do this, and then the clothes, tailoring, because now this is a glove puppet.
So just like in an actual play, like when real characters are playing on stage, exactly. Like a particular look has to be, achieved to convey that they are from a particular backdrop or something. The same thing.
Same thing.
Okay. Both of you said that you had to practice this while pursuing your full-time jobs. Like you couldn't do this.
Yes.
Like completely just only this, So like having your jobs on the side and then finding time for this, how difficult was that? And why was it that you couldn't do this beautiful thing full time? Why couldn't you just give up on your job and do this?
Because not everybody pays for a proper puppet show, puppet performance or a workshop. They don't know how much is the time and effort involved in a making of the puppet, because it's a full-fledged theater, you might say. You have to make the characters, you have to write the story, you have to make music. You have to get professional people to do the music, then you have to practice, you have to rehearse. And so when you put up a show, it costs, people don't realize, so they don't pay that much. It's not that there aren't people who are living off it. There are people who are full-time puppeteers and doing it full-fledged, little bit more smart maybe. But sometimes if we are not sure we can 100% sing, then have a little job also by the side. So that is a bread and butter.
Right.
And then this is the actual work. This is our passion. This is our profession.
Correct.
This is the profession. That is just our bread and butter.
Okay.
The job is just and of course, being an art teacher, I was doing that in school also.
Right.
I was doing the same thing in school.
Right.
So I was happy. So we make stories. So these are the characters, Ram Babu and his wife.
Oh, so Sadhu Baba is also like
part
of the same story.
He is the wise man. He is the yogi from who gives him the magic shank.
Oh.
To bring him out of his poverty. So because the magic shank will give him a gold coin every day.
One gold coin every day. So Baba gives Ram Babu a magic shank and says that he will give you one gold coin every day.
Yeah.
And when he's returning home with the magic shank,
he has to stop at the merchant's place.
And
the merchant is a very cunning fellow.
Look at him, he looks cunning, like the teeth and the...
So he has a plan of stealing the shank.
Okay.
But he's so smart, he replaces it with another shank.
Oh.
So that poor Ram Babu, he doesn't realize, and when he goes home, the magic shank doesn't give any gold coin.
Because he's replaced it with an artificial shank.
Then they feel very unhappy. Then they start thinking what to do. Then the wife asks him, what did you do? On the way, did you stop anywhere? So he says, yes, I stopped at the merchant's place. He might have exchanged the shank. So, but now what to do now? So she says, I have a plan. And she tells the plan in his ear. Okay. So we audience won't know what is the plan. So then he goes back again, and what he tells the merchant, that I am coming back again from the Himalayas, and the wise man has given me another shank, and this is going to give me more gold coins every day, not just one gold coin. So again, this merchant is greedy.
Yeah.
So again he brings the original shank, which gives the one gold coin. He exchanges it with the waste shank, and then
Ram Babu comes home happily.
Then he sits with the shank and says, give me gold coin, give me gold coin, and that no gold coin.
No gold coin.
So then he is
Ram Babu and Ram Babu's wife.
And Ram Babu and his wife
live happily ever after.
Yeah. So this is the different type of a puppet. And the Japanese have what they call the bunraku style of puppet, which bunraku, which not real bunraku, because the bunraku, they have a very big tradition where the master puppeteer holds the main part and the others handle the legs, the hand thing. This is just a imitation type of thing. We hold the head because we can get more movement, see, neck movements, not stiff like the rod, and the hand, and we can make him move. Two people. If three people do this, and now one very important thing is that the puppeteer does not hide behind the screen like they used to do for the other rod puppets and the club puppet. The puppeteer is a very important part of the program. He is also visible on the stage, so you can see us when we are manipulating the puppet. But if the
But don't you think that distracts the audience from the real performance?
You see for yourself and tell me.
Because if it's just the puppets, that's when you're seeing like
so that's why they wear black.
A form come to life.
They wear black, so you don't really notice
the puppeteer. Okay.
The movement is good, you don't really notice. You see one of those shows. Okay. We like to teach children, so we generally show them the different kinds of puppets. This is my puppet teacher, and I have Pogo the Pandit. Generally, they come when I have a little workshop for children or a teacher's training program. And because they're glove puppets, they're easy to put on my hand, just like a glove. That's why they're called glove puppets.
Okay, they're called glove puppets.
Yeah. So, this is it. Hello. I'm your puppet teacher.
Oh.
Welcome to the world of puppets. Pogo, hurry up. I am coming, madam. You know I love the camera. Yes, Pogo. We have been hiding backstage, isn't it? And doing only online programs. Yes, I want to give a live show. I have been braying for it. Oh, Pogo, don't say bray. That is wrong English. That is like a donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw. What, madam? You're always making fun of my English. Yes, Pogo. It's very important to speak good English. Yes, madam. I am trying to improve. Good. I will pray for you. Yes, I will pray for all of you, okay? Good, very good.
My name is Pogo Pandit. I have a good knowledge of Brahman, but English little poor. Yes, but I will learn and talk to you. Let's.
And I am Mrs. Batliwala. I am made from bottle. Yeah.
What is this?
Bottle. This is a bottle. Waste material. This is a bottle.
A bottle recycled into a puppet. But what would you call this puppet?
What will you call it?
Like, no, as in, like what kind of?
Hand puppet.
Hand puppet.
Just like the glove puppet, it's a hand puppet.
Please show us the character of Mrs. Batliwala.
Yeah, because she is made from bottle, she is Batliwala. Hello. I'm Mrs. Crocodile.
Mrs., huh?
Yes, can't you see my ribbon? And you know my story?
What is this?
Monkey and the crocodile.
Oh, yes.
You know my stupid husband? He got fooled by the monkey. He said he put his heart on the tree. Anybody can put their heart on a tree. So she's made from a agarbatti box, waste agarbatti box.
That's a waste agarbatti box.
Yeah. And we have put color paper.
Okay, so that's like a thrown away bottle. And
Yeah,
a
waste.
thrown away bottle has become Mrs. Batliwala, an amazing character,
Yeah.
a puppet. And a thrown away agarbatti box has become Mrs. Crocodile from the story of the monkey and the crocodile. So yeah, you know, it's brilliant. Like, you teach children how to make the puppets also?
Yes, they just love to make puppets.
Okay.
Because while making the puppet, it's the creative process. See, shall I make it a crocodile? Shall I make it a fox? Shall I make it? What shall I make? What character shall I make it? How does the character look? So they start observing characters around them. It improves the skills.
Correct.
And what color shall I put? What is the how to do?
So even that is like upcycling, like you take like thrown away material and then.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And here's the love bug. Yeah,
That's
I got
a
heart.
love bug.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I don't
just
wanna-
love everybody and I spread the message of peace, you know.
Alright.
Yeah. So this is it's
That's a
socks.
sock.
Yeah, we can make lots and lots of puppets with socks.
Who's that? Hey.
So if I make a woof woof, you'll know I'm a dog. Otherwise, I can be something else.
Who's this?
You, paper cup wala. I'm paper cup wala.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm paper cup Wally. I'm Blondie.
Oh.
Yeah, my friend is inside the bag. Come on, yeah, come on. I'm coming.
That
We
is
can have a boy meet girl incident in the park.
That hairstyle is so funky.
Yeah. Now these days everybody's like me only. Ha ha ha. See the cameraman? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sing, dance.
Nice.
Just a piece of cloth and a paper cup for the head. So the whole thing, wait, let me show you this guy. Another simple, see, we have to distinguish between the type of puppets we make for our stories ourselves and the type of puppets which children can make.
Correct.
So these are all the types of puppets which children and teachers can make. They should be a little bit more easy to make.
Yeah.
If we show them those puppets and all that, they will get scared. Where can I make this puppet?
Yeah.
How we can do this?
They'll get
So
demotivated.
they are for the theater, for our for our
Performances.
stories, our performance. But then for children to learn and for teachers to use in the classroom for teaching, we have to show a different kind which is easy to make, low cost and not so time consuming. So here's a simple rod puppet. You saw my guitarist, he was laboriously made with a lot of things with a thermocol guitar and all. But I am easy to make. Hello! Yeah! So he just has
Like a stick.
a rod,
A rod.
a piece of thermocol for his body. His head is also thermocol. And because he's a rod puppet, he has two long hands. That's the difference between the glove and the rod puppet, is that? Two long. So different kinds of movements are possible.
Oh.
See, you might want to have a different character for a different situation, a different story or something. So he can tali baja sakta hai this way and spread. So with a little bit of practice, he can do disco dancing.
Nice hair.
He's blondie because he's got the blonde, all throwaway wool and all also again. Thank you. Thank you. A little plastic ball, a ping pong ball.
Correct.
Make a hole size of index finger. Put the features. Oops, he's lost his mouth. Plastic, no, it comes off.
Correct.
So I have to make another mouth. Sorry, you can't talk. Never mind. Take a piece of cloth, colored cloth. A puppet should be nice and bright. Rubber bands ekkada poyayi abba? పడిపోయాయి ఇక్కడ రెండు రబ్బర్ బ్యాండ్స్ ఇస్తారా అక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది కిచెన్లో ఉంటాయి
So just a ping pong
పడిపోయాయి
some hair
కిచెన్లో ఉన్నాయి కదా
and some features.
యా జస్ట్ ఫర్ డెకరేషన్ remember the last time so I put him so he is not complete that way. Bring the rubber bands. Keep using the rubber bands. Thank you. Yeah. And oops. Hot, no?
Yes, it's very hot.
On my thumb and my middle finger, put rubber band so they're like hands.
Oh, very basic finger puppet.
Instant puppet.
Instant puppet.
It's my happy birthday today. I'm born now.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Where's the cake?
Thank you. Oh, you have to give me the cake.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I need 2 fingers. Now I have 1 finger. So what I'll do is I'll put the rubber band on this finger, so that I have 2 fingers for the head. And oh, it's already had a rough up. Oh, मैं हूँ मिस्टर नॉरियल और मैं कहानी का विलन हूँ. डिशुम 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 करना पड़ता है ना. And I like to create suspense because children love suspense. We all love suspense. So ask, what is in my magic theatre box, children? Aha! Let's see. Hello. I am Mr. Thumbkin. So we can do the story also like that.
Okay.
But then we have so many fingers. You can talk with the children, converse with them. I'm going to have a puppet for each finger of mine. I have 5 fingers on this hand. So I have this, I have this. Okay. Now making a puppet is not enough. We have to make a story.
Correct.
What story can I do with my 5 fingers? I am Mr. Thumbkin, and you know I'm the most important finger. Do you know why? Yes, why are you important? Because my thumbprint is very important, isn't it, friends? Nobody can recognize you, but with the thumbprint, everybody can identify you. Oh, who said you're the only important finger? I am pointer. Everybody points with me, so I am important. Oh, then both of us are important, friend. Yes. Hey, wait a minute. I'm also important. I'm the middle man and I'm the tallest man. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
So, I'm the most important finger. Oh, 3 of us are important, isn't it? No, I'm also important. You know why? Why? Because I am Mrs. Rainbow Man. Everybody wears the ring on my finger. Yeah. Oh, yes. We don't like to put rings on other fingers. 4 of us are important. No, I'm also important. You little one. Yes. Do you know why? Would you like to tell them why you're important? Yes, when you join your hands to God, when you say Namaste, I am shown first, no? Everybody sees me, no, first. So I am very important. Oh my, the little finger is so important. Yeah, I had this turn. Yeah, so all of us are important, then why fight? Let's be united. Let's tell everybody, don't fight. Be united. Then only we can succeed in life. Isn't that an important message?
With just 5 fingers and 5 simple puppets.
For children to know.
Yeah.
Adults are also fighting all the time, isn't it? we have the shadow puppets, we have the string puppets, then we have these rod puppets, and we have the mouth puppets, all made in a very elaborate way.
Right.
But all of them have a basic principle, a basic thing that you have to understand.
Okay.
That means anything can be made into a puppet.
Anything.
Any inanimate object which is given life
Is
with the help of movement and sound is a puppet.
See how to make a puppet
By folding a paper.
by folding a
Just
paper.
a paper.
Just a paper. So you said any inanimate object.
Any inanimate object. It could be a paper, it could be a bottle, it could be anything. Even in our hands,
Yeah.
even the thing, if you give it life with the help of movement and sound, we can.
Any inanimate object that
Yeah.
is given life with the help of movement and sound is a puppet.
When we are teaching children, it's not only making a puppet, we can teach them several values, several things while making the puppet.
Correct.
We can teach mathematics, we can teach social sciences, we can teach English. Like my Pogo Pandit was braying like a donkey, so she's correcting. So indirectly she is correcting. So like this English teaching, language teaching, everything. All the academic subjects
Can be integrated
into a puppet story and taught to the children. So that's why we have so many training programs.
social messages, so much.
And the latest, according to the National Education of Policy, the other day they were telling us to do human values.
Right.
Because when I was small, we used to have a subject called moral science in school. Now they don't have. Human values are going out completely. So that's why I think so. Specifically, I had to do one workshop for puppetry for human values and took up stories. Especially we had our Aesop's fables. I don't know whether you know Aesop's fables.
No.
Aesop's fables. I've done on my YouTube many of them, many stories.
Okay.
So now, okay, let's go back to making a puppet with the paper.
Making a puppet with a paper.
So if I fold this in half, it becomes, no, don't fold it. We want to make it into 3. So how do I make it into 3? I will not fold it first. I will just carefully make it equal. And once I'm satisfied that I've got 3 parts, then only I will keep it down and I will press it down. Okay. 3 parts. So, crease it.
Okay.
I fold it in half,
Okay.
crease it again, then again I fold it back. Okay, and I fold this back, crease it. So I have 2 little cups here,
Correct.
which I put my 4 fingers here and my thumb here. Can you see what has happened?
Yeah.
A mouth.
I have a mouth here.
Now the rest is up to our imagination.
So where do you think puppetry originated, ma'am? Like where, how do you think?
So there is a story, a myth in
A myth.
India which we have. Like shall I tell you that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put this aside. So they say that long time ago there was a carpenter, and this was a time when the gods used to go around seeing if the people were happy or not.
Okay.
So the carpenter, he made 2 lovely wooden dolls, and he put them aside and went to sleep in the night. And Lord Shiva and Parvati were taking their celestial round to see if the people were happy. And Parvati, she saw these dolls and she said, how beautiful these dolls are. If only they could come alive and dance. So Lord Shiva said, Tathastu. And the dolls came up and they started dancing.
Okay.
And they looked so beautiful. The carpenter with one eye opened and said, my dolls are looking so beautiful. But He was scared to open his eyes. In the morning when he got up, the dolls were just lying down. So the next night when Lord Shiva and Parvati again came, he summoned up the guts and said, please make my dolls dance all the time. So Lord Shiva said, I will help you, but you have to help yourself also.
Okay.
So what did the carpenter do?
He made the dolls dance with his hands.
No, he added strings.
He added strings to the dolls.
Because that was not a glove, the wooden dolls.
Okay.
See? So he added strings to the limbs and he made them dance. So probably that was the first puppet. And as Indians, we should be proud that the art of puppetry originated in India. And then we have our shadow puppeteer. Yes, we have our shadow puppeteers who were performing even at the time when there was no reading, no writing, no nothing. They were telling stories. And what were the stories that they were telling? From Ramayana, Mahabharata. If today Ramayana, Mahabharata is alive, it's thanks to these puppeteers, the first storytellers.
The first storytellers.
The first storytellers.
Puppeteers.
Puppeteers.
Wow.
That's it.
So when you perform, like when you have your independent performances in auditoriums and stuff, like how is the reception, like how's the audience?
Audience is good. Audience is good. Many of them don't realize that there's so much potential to puppetry. We never thought that this puppet show could be so nice. That's what they always say.
Right.
Always the reaction. But unfortunately, encouragement is less. And it would be very nice if more people are aware of this new medium and they make the time to watch puppet shows. They encourage the children to use puppetry, learn puppetry, because that's a very, very creative thing. The creativity of a child or a teacher can come out more if they use puppets.
Thank you, ma'am. That was beautiful.
My pleasure. Grassroots level communicators, they don't need to have any education or anything to make the puppet, and because puppetry is basically a folk medium, they take to it very easily. Our experiences with this social communication in the villages, in the grassroots level, it was really very fantastic. We were able to do a lot of workshops, training programs, and the people were able to
So are you saying that people at the grassroots level are more natural at adapting this?
And even the stories, because they have Amma Meeru Maak Cheptunnari dialogues మేము మా జీవితంలో అవుతున్నవే కదా ఇవి, మేము మాకు చెప్పడానికి ఏం కష్టం ఉంది, మేము అలాగే చెప్పేయగలం అంటే గర్ల్ చైల్డ్ అన్నా ఏదైనా అన్నా ఆల్ దీస్.
So even designing the puppets comes more naturally to them, you're saying?
No, that we have to teach them the skills. We have to teach them. So that's why all that.
But the art of puppetry as such, the form of storytelling is very natural.
And naturally it comes. So we had trained them in making the simple glove puppet and things like that. And they are able to tell the story, and beautiful songs. They have beautiful folk songs. Doordarshan has done several programs on done documentaries and all in those days. The local tailors, carpenters, andaru working for, and they used to enjoy. See, the most important thing is enjoyment does not prohibit learning. You do things with enjoyment, and definitely your learning will improve. This is what I always say.
Hello people, I am Pogo Pandit. Some claps for Miss Ratnamala Nori and Mr. Sharma Nori. Claps, 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 claps. Yes, as you can see, simple everyday things can be used to convert it into puppets. My teacher will beat me, my English is very bad here, but I will improve. Now, those simple puppets can be animated simply to tell amazing stories. Yes, Namaste from Pogo Pandit. I will pray for all of you. Sorry, I will pray for all of you. Bye.
Ram Babu, lost and found. Yeah, we were lost for some time, but we have found now. Thank you. Thank you for finding us. Bye.